Hey, it's Bunny here, creator of the Sets and Runs online video game, and today I'm going to show you how to play it. So first things first, if you downloaded the launcher, you can just tap on the X and it'll open the thing up and it'll update it for you. Bam, game's up and running. It should be to the latest version if I did everything correctly, and you're ready to play. However, if you downloaded the standalone application, you'll have to update it as it's updated on Itch.io. If I end up putting this on Steam or anything, obviously they will update it for you, but this is how I can do it for Itch.io because Itch.io won't update it for you. But yeah, this also should be the very latest version. And there we go, main menu. This is pretty straightforward. We got a how to play button. I'm gonna add a tutorial later on, but it's a huge line of text, which is why I'm making this video. You go to the options menu, you can change your username. If you're using Hamachi or port forwarding and playing online with other people, this will sync with other players, so you can change your name. Obviously my name's EqicBunny, and that changes it on the top screen. There is a bug at the moment. If I click submit right now, it'll change my name to name submitted. If I don't touch that at all, if I put that there, I go back, my name is now nothing. So make sure it's the last thing you do when you leave it. I will fix that bug. I didn't notice it till after I uploaded the latest version. That's all that. So now you click play. Here's our lobby screen. You can host a game. Then you can change all your settings. Currently you can turn off sets and runs and just have a game of sets or a game of runs if you want that. I don't know if you do want that. It's interesting, but it's not as fun, I think, than playing the full rounds. You can choose a start round if you just want to play like a lightning fast, the last round of the game, that's fine. Decks used, that will automatically go up as you add bots. No, it won't. It'll give you the recommended as you get bots. So at the moment, 15 bots, 4 recommended decks. For some reason, I thought that it adds that, but it doesn't, I guess. And the buy timer, we've set that at 7.5. Now that I've got a ready up function, we can probably up that a little bit more as the default, but 7.5 is fine. So obviously you can set out localhost to the left there. If you click join and someone on your network is currently hosting, that should work, I believe, without port forwarding at all. However, if you're playing with someone on a different network across the actual internet, you will have to type in your own IP. I have a README setup. The port that you're forwarding on is 47777. That's the default port for the networking service that I'm using. So just port forward that, and you should be able to play with people online. So the moment we're just playing with bots, so I can show you how the game works. The point of this game is to have the least amount of points. You win that round if you lose all of your cards. So because I started the game, I am starting in an actual game of almost any card game. That is not how that works, including this one. I just didn't do that. So it should be the person to your left, which I believe the way things are spawned should be KumoBot. Should have been playing first, not the me who's hosting. But as you saw, all the bots chose to not buy the cards. That's all green there. That means that everyone said they don't want it, and I can choose whatever I want. We're currently playing a sets round, which means that I need to get 2 sets of the same number. So 3 cards of the same number, I need 2 of them. You don't have to do this, you can drag cards around, but an easy thing to do that I'm gonna add buttons for later on is if you are on keyboard and mouse, you can click F1 to sort by sets, F2 to sort by runs. It's not in any order of suit. So it'll just pick, okay, 2 was the first card it found, so 7's the next card there. Obviously, ace can be below or in front. Because we had already found the 2, it assumed it was in front. But obviously it's a set round now, so we want to look at the sets. If I look at that, there's no 10s, so I don't want that 10. So I can draw from the deck instead. I got a 10 anyway, that's unlucky. We'll just chuck that down there. Now I have the option to skip or buy. I don't want to get the 10, I just put that down, so I'm going to skip that. But you can buy it back. You have the lowest priority of the buys. If you buy it and someone in front of you bought it, you will not get it because you are the very last in the... I want that because I have 2 7s. I don't want that because I have no 4s. Now the bots aren't perfect, but they can play a game and you don't really notice that they're not perfect because you can't see what's happening in the code. I can see how stupid they are. And that's just a me problem. So if I pick the deck, it automatically goes to people readying up because I am not taking a card from the deck, so they should get priority over mine. I obviously don't want this 4, but the queen is actually worth more points than the 4, so I want to get rid of that first. Because I've only got 1 queen and I've got 1 4, that's the one we want to get rid of. Now a 10 is worth the same as the queen, so I just got rid of the 10 originally. I didn't skip, but obviously the timer ran out. There we go, got another 10. I actually could have gone down with a 10. Sorry, did I get rid of a 7? I thought we had 2 7s, never mind. 5, we have 1 5, I don't need it. I don't want a 6. Someone wants to buy that. If you saw the $ pop up there, I'll zoom into that in the editing. That means that they wanted to buy it, and they did. So if you see, Rexbot has now got 2 buys left instead of 3, like everyone else. We got a jack. So now we've got our first set. I now chuck a jack there. Okay, 2, and now we've got 2 there. That's obviously not a set because you need 3. That's just, now you've placed a set because a set is figured out by 2 cards. Drop this on, and now I have a set. So that is a fully made set. We've got 2 hearts in there and a club. This helps tell you what we've got. So a standard game of sets and runs is played with 2 decks. So we've got 2 hearts in there. You can have 2 of each thing. But now someone can look at that and go, all right, they've got 2 hearts of gyms. We can't find a gym anymore. And they can make their play based on that. So now we'll get rid of this 5. Now Kumobot's gone down before I have, which means that I can now see all of his down cards. Rexbot's gone down before me. I'm not very good at this. I want to buy that because I need that. Cool. We got a 5 back, unfortunately, but that's alright. Okay, and a 7. So, if I click F1 to sort these, obviously if you want you can sort them by hand as you're going, but this is just a quick way to do the sorting. So we've got now 3 2s. There we go. So now we can go down. Bam. We got these 2. So now everyone can see those 2 if they want to. So they can see that I've got 3 jacks, they can see that I've got 3 2s, and if Kumo and Rex can now place their cards on these cards on their turn, helping them get rid of their cards. So obviously we had 3 7s as well. On a sets round, you can only play sets. So I can play the 3 7s, I can't play any runs, but that helps me get rid of a lot more cards. Now if you'll see, I have 2 aces, which are the most expensive cards in the game. I want to get rid of them if I can't play them. So I'm looking at Kumobot's hand. He's got a 3, so I'll chuck this 3. He's got a 5, I'll chuck this 5, and now I've got a lot less cards. Jack, 6, and 8, I have none of those cards, so that doesn't help me. So let's go back, and I just want to start getting rid of my aces, because it looks like I'm probably not going to win, and I'd prefer to get rid of the aces first, then hold on to them in the chance that I win. So if you held tab, you can check. Currently you've got no scores set up. I do want to, if I click escape here, I have it set up. You can see I have a score of 25 currently. It's an 8. I believe Rex has an 8. Yep. So we'll grab 8, get rid of that 8, and now I can check on Kumo, make sure no one's placed cards I didn't notice, and chuck that ace. So now I have a score of 5. I have 5 points over 0, and that is the lowest score I can have without winning. So that's fine with me, because this is it's a longish game. As you can see, there are, what's it, 8 rounds? Yes. No, I think it's 7 rounds, and that's the total score. These bots, by the way, are named after my family and testers, and those testers are animals. So Kumo is Lingbot's dog. We got a 7, so we've just won. Bam, and this is the last card. Let's go. So I got 0 points. Rexbot has 20, so they're in second. Kumobot's 35, and Lingbot obviously didn't go down, so they have the max amount of cards that they had. I don't think they bought anything. I can't remember. So what is it? We've got, so you have 11 cards, so that's 8 aces and 3 10s, so that should be 190 is, I think, the max in that case. Yeah, so obviously bots don't need to ready up for this game, so you can just tap ready and then you're ready to go. The next round that happens is a set round and a run round. In those rounds you can play sets or runs. It does make it a little bit easier. Once you get your first run down, you can just focus on sets because sets are an easier round to do. So now we're sorting by runs. And that is 4 in a row of whatever number, and it has to be the same suit, which makes life a lot harder. But there are so many different combinations of that because we've got 2 decks that it's not the worst thing to figure out. But I only need one of them, and then I can start working on sets again. Now, the issue with any round with runs tends to be, what card should I throw out? Because it's less, oh, I've got 2 of these, but I can get another one. Or, oh, I've got a few of these, maybe I should start loading up on those. And it's more, do I think I'm likely to get a 3 and a 4 here to combine this 2 and a 5? It's a little bit harder as far as the skill barrier goes and the luck. Also, I put this music on very recently, I don't know if you can hear it in the background, over my constant chattering. But there is slight music behind. I put it on fairly recently, and I noticed before I uploaded this to Itch.io that it's a little bit sleep, like it's sleep creating music. You get really tired once you hear it, and maybe that's not the best for a game where you need to be paying attention. So I might change it. I might give you an option of background musics. We'll see. So I'm getting really low on the buys. I don't know if I've explained this, but you get 3 buys every single round, so you get them back. So you have 3 buys per round, and then you can get them back at the end, and it all starts over. See, that's looking pretty close to a run. These are very close to a run. If I get a 9 or a king of clubs, that's that sorted. Rex has gone down and dropped a king of hearts. Don't need a king of hearts. Oh, that's what we need. See, that is a run of, what is that, 5 cards? 6 cards. Perfect. So let's just chuck them down now. Now if I click F1, I can sort by sets again. So we need kings, we need 5s. We have a 5 there, unfortunately we've gotten rid of it. That's a 6. We could use a 6. I'm going to buy it just to give us more cards. Now we have 2 queens, so now we've got a lot of options. We just need one of these options. The 9, we unfortunately do not need a 9. Now I can't buy, it's auto skipping me. So there's a king. It's my turn, so it's my king. We'll throw those down. Bam, we're free. Rexbot's the only one alive at the moment. I can chuck a 4 on that. I don't have a 3, so I can't chuck anything on that, and I don't have any 10s. So I have not really got anything from that, but we've got 3 potential sets to run down now. I'm not sure how Rexbot's the only one who hasn't bought, and they've somehow got so much stuff out. I just realized we have a 6 there as well. We might hold on to it. What happened there? You chuck 3 cards down there. What did you add? I guess to this? A king? So that's what I was saying. I think I should make it so it tells you which card was added. Okay, Lingbot has gone down. I'm going to draw this card, which means that whoever's trying to buy, who wants to buy? Lingbot wants to buy the 3 of spades. So it looks like I'm going to be the one to mess this pile up. Bam. So now the cards are shuffled and chucked onto this pile. And we start all over again. So see, I'm glad that I didn't put that 6 down, because now I can lose 3 cards instead of 1. And it also means no one can place their cards on this. Unfortunately, that also means me. So Lingbot has these, and we have a queen of spades. And you're still fine. So I think we're going pretty good. We got 3 cards there. We only got 15 points. Kuromobot is really struggling to get down a set of cards. No, I don't think we've won. If we pick up a single 5, we have definitely won. That's a 5 of spades. I need it anyway because I got the 5, and that means I've won. I have 0 cards. Look, so Kumo had 150. So now Kumo and Lingbot are actually identical in score. Rexbot's on 40 and I am still on 0. So that's our tutorial. I wanted to go through a set round and a run round. So we had the 2 runs at the moment, but I think you get it. I think you get how it works. Leave a comment on the video if something was unclear. I'm sure I can try and help explain it. Obviously, like I said, how to play is a thing. There's a lot of stuff you can. It basically tells you how to play just in a really long form. Leave a comment if you don't understand anything. All you need to play this game is 2 decks and 3 friends if you want to play it over a table. Yeah, check the game out on itch.io, epicbunny.itch.io, sorry. Yeah, check out my other games. I've got a short horror called Shopper's Horror. I've got a minigame round. It's hard to explain. I got a minigame story game that's called Make a Cup of Coffee. And I've got a work in progress horror game in a constantly changing labyrinth called Absurdium Groundwork. I will be adding to that very soon, and I'll be adding new installments to that in some form sooner or later. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bunny out.